With SpongeBob on the air for more than 20 years, he's been through a lot. Over this time, there's a lot of SpongeBob content besides the actual series, and I think it's always cool to go back and check out some of that. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the rare SpongeBob bowling game that you may or may not know even exists. Something weird is that the concept of bowling hasn't even appeared in the show too much. I mean, the very first time we came face to face with a bowling alley in Bikini Bottom is an episode called The Nitwitting, which released in early 2019. The characters don't often mention the pastime. There's not a real reason as to why this happens, probably something like how the sports aren't as popular underwater, but despite it barely happening in the series, bowling games featuring SpongeBob and friends are pretty common. There's an online game called BC Bowling, featuring the prehistoric version of SpongeBob from that classic episode. Also, who could forget about the bowling minigame featured in Battle for Bikini Bottom on PC? I remember playing that all the time, and the robots being pins were a nice touch. There have been a few other instances of SpongeBob bowling games, but the main focus today is the arcade one, Bikini Bottom Bowling. You might be wondering, why exactly do I call it rare? Well, I don't think I've even heard about it until now, and I don't remember seeing it in any local arcades. Just because it's rare doesn't mean it's impossible to find though. It seems like the game is still in some arcades, but it isn't nearly as common as, say, this basketball one that you can never escape. Bikini Bottom Bowling was developed in 2007 by Play Mechanics, while being manufactured by the Chicago Gaming Company. This graphic describes what you can expect pretty well, and even makes sure to include that this is from the company that brought you Nicktoons Racing and SpongeBob Jellyfishing. Those were two other Nickelodeon arcade games, so it pretty much meant that these guys knew what they were doing. Anyway, the concept of this bowling game in particular is simple. You select your favorite character, knock over pins to win tickets, and 3 strikes in a row gives you a special bonus. Also, maybe it's just me, but I really like the art on the arcade cabinet here. Like I said before, SpongeBob is a show that doesn't include bowling too much, which meant that the team got this illustration done exclusively for Bikini Bottom Bowling. The iconic Sponge has the biggest change since he's dressed for the occasion, but looking at the other characters is kinda disappointing. That's like the most clip art Mr. Krabs you can get. And the same goes for this generic plankton screaming in a bubble. Taking a quick look at the controls of the game, it's pretty much the most basic you can get, but that doesn't mean it's bad. You use this trackball to roll the virtual bowling ball, which is honestly the control method that makes the most sense in this case. Even though other SpongeBob bowling games are out there, this one was exclusively developed for arcades. It's designed so you can play and win tickets. That's pretty cool, but also sad, because if you can't find this in any arcade around, then you'll never be able to play. The only other option for people like me who've never seen this in person is to just buy their own copy, but oof, no thank you! Bikini Bottom Bowling is just one of many games in SpongeBob history that nobody seems to talk about. For any of you who had the chance to play this in an arcade, would you say it was worth the money or kinda pointless? Also, I'm interested in diving into some other classics forgotten to time, so if there's any SpongeBob or Nicktoons or cartoon art games you want me to check out in a similar way to this bowling video, then leave a comment. I want to look at some of the crazy old stuff nobody remembers. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.